Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Self-Made. I'm Colt Joseph, and in this video, we are going to be talking about QNT or Quant, which is my biggest holding and my favorite cryptocurrency by far, and I think probably one of the best investments of our lifetime. You know, there's XRP, there's XLM, there's all the ISO 222 compliant coins, and there's these low-cap gems like MNW and you know, Alliance Block. There's a lot of great investments, but nothing comes close, in my personal opinion, to as good of an investment as QNT. And the reason I am saying this is because the impact that the QNT token and QNT interoperability network is going to be providing to the world, like what it is going to be actually doing, is so massive. It's going to be integrated into every single part of society, okay? It is the interoperability layer between everything, and nothing else is doing that. Nothing is even coming close. There's only 3 lines of code. It is sitting at $103 right now per token, which seems like a lot to some people, but it was $225 like fucking a couple weeks ago. So it's a really good price. Maybe start trying to buy in now. Again, I need to say this in every single video. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. So please make your own educated decisions when it comes to investing your money into cryptocurrency. Know what you're buying into. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. Don't take anything I'm saying on this channel, in this video, as investing advice. Make your own decisions. Okay, now there's a video that I want to show you guys that's going to do a great job of explaining, probably better than I can. Great job of explaining what QNT is. Let's watch it together.
Bringing enterprise and institutional use cases to the network. We have lots and lots of meetings every week with governments, with enterprise, with institutions, with clients who want to build new technology and new what we call MDApps, so multi DLT, distributed applications, on top of the network. So the QNT token is at the core of everything that we're doing. And what happens is, if you own gateways and you run this on the network, when you process transactions, you get paid in QNT. It's a great ecosystem that we're building, and this will evolve. You know, we want to make it the currency and the payment option for all the data and the transactions that are being put on the network, so people can actually trade in QNT, and it can be used for hundreds and hundreds of use cases around, AI, data. If you want to do an MDApp on payments, if you want to do an MDApp as an exchange, if you want to do anything, compute, if you want to create like an AWS equivalent on the Overledger network, all of this is possible. So QNT has just become that, pure utility token that can be used for everything.
Like Apple's iOS, but this is iOS for the blockchain. I'm gonna say that again. This is like Apple's iOS system for the blockchain. Can you break it down for me a little bit more? Sure, I can. Here is Quant. Quant is a software, and their Overledger operating system talks to all of these things. You cannot run your life today or your business without one of these being a part of it. That is 100% fact. You cannot run your life today or your business without running into one of these payment APIs. Google Pay, Apple Pay, Amazon Pay, PayPal, Stripe, Samsung, Walmart, Venmo, Swift. I'm gonna double tap that one again. Swift. This runs that. Blockchains. That means layer 1s, layer 2s, and even layer 0s like Polkadot. Who's paying attention? Constellation DAG is right here. Y'all don't even know what Constellation DAG is. Let me remind you. Look what it is right here. Look. Constellation DAG, proof of reputable observation. Y'all don't know what that means. I'm going to break it down for you in layman's terms. Watch this. Pay attention. Constellation Network to provide U.S. Air Force with blockchain security for data sharing. Oh my God. Anybody ever heard of the U.S. Air Force? They're using the Constellation DAG network to provide security for their data sharing, man. Are y'all, who's paying attention? Who's paying attention? This software right here talks to all of that stuff. It is the only, this right here. This is the only blockchain that has a relationship and a freaking contract with the U.S. government. Constellation DAG, which is right here. Enterprise blockchain, banking APIs. I just explained to you how JP Morgan is moving into the metaverse. They already have a virtual bank in the metaverse. They're now filing a trademark patent for crypto wallets. This banking API and all of these talk to Quant. Quant talks to all of Internet of Things. That means the APIs for those of you trying to create new technology.
So I think both of those videos do a great job of kind of explaining a little bit of the use cases for QNT. The first one was the CEO, Gilbert Verdian, just kind of explaining, you know, some of the details. But the second video really should put into perspective of how crucial QNT is going to be moving into the fourth industrial revolution, moving into the digital age, and the just everything moving forward when it comes to blockchain interoperability. When them, you know, because in order for blockchain to be adopted on a very large scale, they first off need regulations, and they need to be able to interoperate with each other, which will enable the ability for them to work together and really create an ecosystem that we can run the world off of. The financial system, banking, supply chains, you name it, blockchain is the future, okay? Like, look, DAG, Constellation DAG has a contract with the US Air Force, okay? This is really happening, whether you like it or not. Blockchain is the future, and QNT is the interoperability layer between everything moving forward. That is why I'm so bullish on it. I don't think it can get any better than that. And there's only 14.6 million coins. Running out fast. I would get some while you still can, because they're going to be a scary price one day. I can promise you that. Bet against QNT, I dare you. This is the CEO, Gilbert Verdian, CEO and founder. 20 plus years in cybersecurity background, industry, and government. 2008 was introduced to UK government to blockchain while CTO at HM Treasury. 2015 founded blockchain ISO standard TC307. Whoa, I didn't know that. I did not know that he was the one that created ISO TC307. What the fuck, really? How did I not know that? 2020 established MIT Open Digital Asset Protocol, working in 5 government committees, Federal Reserve being one of them, that's huge. The EU Blockchain Observatory, UK Parliament DLT Committee. We can see Vocalink, HSBC, CSC, NSW, eHealth, PwC, Cabinet Office, Ministry of Justice, HM Treasury. QNT has one hell of a CEO that has a stacked portfolio and a very good track record. If you're not balls deep into holding QNT going into 2023, where LACchain will be going live with Quant's Latin American dollar, aka MLT, multi-ledger tokens, tokenization to enable roaming money. I'm not sure you've been paying attention. World's first here, okay? Interoperability, that'd be QNT, LACchain. This is huge, guys. This is so huge. You really need to do your research in this and learn the vast scale and learn the vast reach that QNT really has moving forward and how big this is going to be. It's undeniable. You can't deny this. I dug through interviews between Tokenizer and Greg Lunt 27 about what makes QNT unique. Here are 5 of the highlighted points in the interview that I found the most essential to the QNT ecosystem. Let's check this out. I'm kind of curious what they wrote. First off, how did QNT start out? When Gilbert Verdian evolved the system for moving health data from system to system, he also developed a solution in ISO standards, asked to make his solution into an ISO standard, which Gilbert agreed, starting the Tech Committee 307 for ISO. That's huge. That's crazy. The idea/standard eventually led Gilbert to build further on his vision of interoperability, enter QNT Ledger. But interoperability is a very common buzzword in Web3 space. Let's look into what makes QNT/Overledger unique. Because that is big. That is big. You know, what makes QNT the project, the coin, over any of the other interoperability coins? What is different? What makes QNT stand out? QNT records data like a blockchain and supplies the connections between the chains and uses API gateways as a communication layer, giving access to benefits to run multi-chain applications, MDApps, interacting with legacy networks and more. Legacy networks mean the networks that are already currently in use. You know, it can talk to and work with what's already there. That is huge. It doesn't have to be a new system. The QNT token, in order for Overledger to operate properly, a payment vehicle is set in fiat to pay the licensing fee. That converts to QNT tokens, driving requests of operations moving across different ecosystems paid in QNT. The QNT token has its utility. QNT is required as it is the payment vehicle. It serves as a medium of exchange across different gateways to voice each other and give access to the trade to work. It grants people to enter the system and open payment routes so they can take action. QNT is 67% of the quantity supply of Bitcoin. QNT, 14.6 million, Bitcoin, 21 million. If Bitcoin can access trillions and Quant can secure adoption where they supply interoperability across any system, blockchains, and DLT, that could be trillions running through the grid. Trillions! The gateway operators, retail plus enterprise, earnings are in QNT tokens for every transaction that goes through their gateway. Each gateway is connected to a specific quantity of blockchains or DLTs to execute the interoperability. For example, you run an ETH node, Bitcoin node, etc. It can attach to your Overledger gateway. Then any transaction that has Bitcoin or Ethereum could check your gateway to pull a transaction for the request and get QNT tokens for the transactions that pass through your gateway. These are just some of the specifics that make QNT unique, because Quant and Bitcoin have this in common. Someone can build more real estate. Someone can issue more stock. Someone can print more fiat. Someone can mine more gold. No one can create more Bitcoin, and nobody can create more QNT or Quant tokens. So accumulate as much as you can while you can at these lower prices. Number of total addresses for Quant increasing rapidly. It's not showing any signs of slowing down. The rapid increase is extremely bullish for QNT because it just shows that the adoption is happening of QNT. QNT is becoming more popular. More people are buying it up, which is going to make the price go up. You know, we're going to have a supply shock on QNT at some point in time. When that happens, the price is going to skyrocket and is never coming back down. So get them while you can. We might have a chance here in QNT to get prices down under $100 one more time. We're at $103. I do think there is a good possibility that we're going to break this trend line right here, and we're going to drop down to probably right around in the $80 range. If we manage to break this support level as well, we're definitely going to go down and see a possible $60 or maybe even $40 QNT again. Now, it's all speculation. We have no idea what the market is going to do, okay? And QNT is a wild card for sure. So definitely watch close. I have a goal of hitting 1,000 QNT, become a Quant whale. To me, 1,000 is to me 1,000 QNT is a whale. I'm sitting at like 945. So I'm getting there. We're almost there. I'm waiting for possibly a drop down. I'm going to buy some more and get to that 1,000 mark, and I'll feel accomplished, okay? All right, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I just wanted to give you guys another quick little update on QNT, what is going on right now, the possible price action here in the future, and just some more bullish news, reminding you guys of why I think QNT is such a good investment, and to just remind you to pay attention for these lower prices and just stack your bag as much as you can while you can. You will thank me later, I promise you. Let me know down in the comments if you guys hold any QNT, how many you hold, and if you're bullish for it in the future. I'm Colt Joseph. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.